and then you have Berlanga gets dropped and probably saved by the bell by all accounts, because he was getting pieced up in the corner.
Did he get hurt? Did he get hurt more than he hurt the other guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I would say
he went down.
And the rumor is he tore his bicep, I believe, is what's being reported. But you also, and somebody pointed out, well, when he was hitting his chest and hitting his gloves together after he got knocked down, his arm looked pretty decent. Which was also
it was the adrenaline.
That was also kind of a weird reaction. We talked about.
Yeah, man, Carson didn't know what he was doing.
Like, he got dropped and all of a sudden was like kind of hitting his chest, and he seemed like he was mad at himself. And
man, Carson, I was saying, well, first off, don't ever speak about Canelo Alvarez again.
Yeah.
Number one.
At least for another half decade.
He was trying to take some wrinkles out of Canelo's game.
I seen your text.
Yeah, he was trying. He was trying to take. You know, there's just been
say anything.
There's just been talk of Berlanga Canelo from Bob Arum. They already are angling him.
They said like a year and a half. They
2 years.
To be,
Yeah.
He might be better off with the other cinnamon challenge, but that cinnamon challenge is bad. So they're bringing it back old school. But
I thought that, so we went overboard with the KO streak, right?
Absolutely.
So let's not go overboard the other way now.
Of course not. Yeah,
that's true.
He's by no means a bum, and he's very promising. Got the win.
I think it kind of humbles him because he was living the life outside the ring.
Yeah,
that's one thing I wanted him to fight, my man. Yeah, fight, my man.
Now you went the distance in your last fight. You got dropped and went the distance in this one. Got the win both times. More power to you.
And you need this stuff in your career.
100%.
So, hopefully it's prepare my man to be the guy,
another step, fight another tough guy.
Go ahead.
I like his offense. I think his offense is developing well. Could he? Yes, I'll be that guy. Could have used his jab more. You could, that's almost always the phrase, which is easier said than done when Coceres is nailing him over the top with the right hand. That's what he's looking for. But still, could have used his jab more. I like where he's going offensively, but defensively he's getting hit. And he's a little chinny, so that's a problem.
I really wouldn't say he's chinny because he took the shots.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what the true definition.
There are very different.
But I felt like the fact that
maybe
he's
chinny
taking
is
those shots,
rough, but
it seems like he's in pretty good condition to take the shots. But also he realizes in the moment that he's making mistakes. Now it's up to him to look at the video and correct the errors that he's making.
Very good trainer as well.
Very little defense in his arsenal.
Yeah.
He doesn't move his head very much. The number one thing that I and Max kept saying the entire fight was you got to use your jab. You got to set up the right hand. Max was like beating my arm like he's not throwing a jab. I'm like, I know, you know what I mean? So he had a lot of growing pains in this fight. You need those growing pains. Yeah. Some fighters need those growing pains.
In a win, too. We always mention that.
Yeah.
If you can get growing pains in a win, it's a lot better than growing pains in a loss. But.
Yeah, because even in saying that, like, it makes me think of Boots Ennis. Like, I don't really think Boots has had very many growing pains that we've seen. He could be one of those guys that are getting over all of those hurdles in training. But he's also one of the few guys that doesn't have to endure a lot of that stuff that I talk about fighters, having to fight through and learning on the job and things like that. That's just not Boots. But here we got Berlanga. You tighten up your defense, your offensive arsenal. That right hand is lethal, but you got to set it up. Every fighter you get in the ring with now, they're not gonna have upside down records anymore. Yeah. And so they're gonna have experience and they're gonna be on a different level that can see a right hand that's cocked, that's moving, that's ready to come.
And it's maybe proven to be a little less lethal than we thought. I mean, he hasn't done a ton of damage. Again, if it's the punch you don't see coming. So I mean,
yeah, and he clocked this guy a couple of times. But here's the thing:
really
where's your follow? But your follow up.
Yeah.
So he's not. It seems like he's not a one punch.
Yeah. That's what I was alluding to. He's not just icing people with the right hand.
Right. But he can, if he does follow up, that power in a 4 or 5 punch combination may show up, opposed to just the one here and there.
Hey, is it like if you're a knockout artist, does it seem like it affects the rest of your game?
If you're not getting somebody out, or if you just have
when you run into that time where you got to really, like, the only person I would say is a KO artist and also was all around fighters, probably Earl Spence.
I was thinking Tank Davis.
Yeah, that's
Boom.
Thanks,
That's a real good one. That's way better than Earl.
I don't know if Errol's a one-punch knockout artist. He has power, obviously. I mean, right? He has power, heavy hands.
Don't you look at Shawn after you say that.
No, I mean, I'll look at
for a fight, damn it.
But he hit Shawn with a lot of shots, and Shawn, knocked down the 11th. But you held up to
Just barely touched the
like
ground.
100 power shots. You both did, but so I don't know if Spence is a.
It's a fair point though.
Yeah, but do you think that affects the game overall, Shawn? You fall in love with your power?
Well, again, you talk about Tank Davis. I think Tank knows all of his attributes, and he knows that the speed and that explosive type of boxing style that he has. I think that he knows this is what gets me where I want to go. Yeah. A lot of fighters, what we call, fall in love with their power, but they haven't really figured out the recipe.
What else they have in the arsenal?
Yeah, the recipe to actually creating that masterpiece. Yeah. And it's like they skip all of the different ingredients looking for the finish. Shot. Yeah. And they don't really know how to set it up. So on one side of it, it's like if you are a knockout artist, a lot of times you fall in love with your power and you decrease or you don't improve some of those other parts of your game.
Right.
And then other guys, the ones who figure it out, they know how to really set it up.
Out of necessity, they have to.
And that's what I would say about Errol. Errol knows how to set his power up.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah. What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ed. Follow me on IG, Ed with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
All right. Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson A. Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.